You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to TV8's Good Morning Vail. Right here, I'm your host, Liz. It's a beautiful morning. If you love snowy roads, please be safe on the roads, and do not forget that at 9 a.m. I-70 is closed for maintenance purposes and mitigation reasons. So don't forget to not take 70 today once 9 a.m. comes across. The roads are clear right now, so be safe on them. And we have weather coming up and a lot of great guests. So sit back and relax, get that coffee, and enjoy TV8's Good Morning Vail right here. And we'll start right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
This weather report is sponsored by Grand Hyatt Vail. Escape the cold and embrace the après-ski vibes at the Grand Hyatt Spa, where you'll find tranquility rooted in traditional alpine wellness.
It's a winter wonderland out there this morning, you guys, so get ready for snow. We have 50% chance of the same. It is snowing right now this morning. By 8 a.m. we'll have 25 degrees. 30 degrees is your high today. We'll have winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour coming from the southwest. Now we see the look at the whole day. Partly cloudy skies by noon, 29 degrees. By 4 p.m., same 29 degrees and cloudy skies. Snow showers this evening. At 8 o'clock, it'll be 26 degrees. Now we see the I-70 corridor down in Denver, just a 10% chance of precipitation, but it will be cold at 22 degrees. In Vail, 50% chance of snow showers, 30 degrees, 38 degrees in Eagle with a 10% chance of precipitation, and 23 chance of precipitation here in Avon, and 33 degrees. Tonight, 16 degrees, nice and cold night. 40% chance of snow overnight, scattered, and 5:46 is the time that your sun sets this evening. Taking a look at the week, tomorrow we have a 25% chance of snow, partly cloudy skies, 36 for your high, and 24 for your low. On Thursday, more snow coming our way with 50% chance of same 38 degrees is your high, 22 is your low, 25% chance of snow on Friday, 27 is your high with mostly cloudy skies, and 15 degrees is your low. And then on Saturday, we have partly cloudy skies. 42 degrees is your high and 19 degrees is your low. And then the sun pops back out on Sunday with mostly sunny skies, 49 degrees for your high and 25 degrees for your low. That is a look at your weather. Now we're going to take a look at your snow report. In Beaver Creek, we have 24 lifts open, 174 trails available for you all. 98% of that terrain is open. Your lift hours are 8:30 in the morning until 4 p.m. And now we've also had 5 inches in the last 24 hours in Beaver Creek and 10 inches in the last 48 hours. Season total, 189 inches. Today's base depth is 59 inches. Now over in Vail, we have 31 lifts open for you all. 274 trails are available, which gives you 98% of that terrain. Lift hours in Vail, 8:30 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. And we have 6 new inches in the last 24 hours and 14 in the last 48 hours. There's lots of snow out there. 235 inches for your season total, and your base depth today is 78 inches. Please do not forget to check the avalanche. Go to colorado.gov/avalanche to get the information for that. Be safe, have a great time out there, and we'll be back with more TV8's Good Morning Vail after this.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar.
I love that jingle because I love getting to talk about ski stuff first thing in the morning to inspire you to get out there and have a great day on the mountain. Well, this morning we're going to talk about the Oakley Line Miner. Now, this is a great goggle because Oakley has a very unique prism system within their lenses, and what this does is allows one goggle to cover a broad spectrum of light. Now, as we take a look at this goggle, you can see that it's going to have that rose-based tint starting in that goggle lens. Then you're going to see those other colors come through. This is the Prism Argon Iridium, and so it's going to have that pink tint to start, which is going to help you see as that light gets a little bit flat, but then you can see those greens, those blues coming through, and that's going to allow you to see while the light is nice and sunny out there. So this is a great goggle. If you're someone who doesn't like to change your goggle lenses, just have one across the board that's going to kind of work in all conditions. It's going to be a little bit dark on those very cloudy, snowy days. This is also an OTG goggle. You can see that cutout right there, allowing your glasses arms to fit into this goggle. Now, if you're someone who doesn't like to ski or snowboard with your glasses, well, then we recommend you go over to see our friends at Eyepieces of Vail, as they've got some great inserts that you can put inside the goggle, and that way you can always see, so you can always ski or ride. Now, we want to thank Eyepieces of Vail for bringing you this Lens of the Day report. If you're making your way out there to enjoy the mountain, make sure that you can see perfectly, that way you can ski perfectly, and to do so, go see our friends at Eyepieces. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Coming at you from around the world. The biggest names in sports, entertainment, and business.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's no way.
Exclusive access and one-on-one conversations.
Yeah, you guys really did some deep research.
I don't think we should give him any more information.
In depth with Graham Bensinger.
TV8 Vail is expanding its distribution, and we want you to be the first to know. You can now find TV8 and our all-Spanish live stream Conecta en Vivo on Roku and Amazon Fire TV. Search the channel store for TV8 Vail and Conecta en Vivo on your device and add them to your list of favorite channels. And as always, you can continue to live stream on our website at tv8vail.com or find us on Spotify. At home or on the go, you'll never miss a minute of your favorite local programs on TV8.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. I am really honored to have two special guests here. It's all about the 10th Mountain Division, but we want to remind everybody that today is the 80th anniversary, which marks the attack on Riva Ridge, and we're going to do a story that I can't wait to hear from you guys. But I wanted to introduce you guys, Art and
Lake.
And how do you say your last name?
Inslee.
Ensley, and this is with 10th Mountain Division, well, you anyway, and I am so intrigued by you both being here today because I know that I'm really curious to know how your dad being in the 10th Mountain Division shaped your world as a son of somebody in that. So I would love to hear that story. But before I start off, I want to thank you for everything that you've done, your service and everything else. You guys are remarkable. I've read so much about the 10th Mountain Division. Oh my God.
Well, thank you for having
Brave
us.
people.
Yeah, for clarity, it was my dad that was in the 10th Mountain Division and trained up at Camp Hale here.
Okay.
And so, you're looking at two generations here of descendants then from my dad. And today's a big day. 80 years ago tonight, about 700 guys scaled the backside of Riva Ridge in the dark and probably scared out of their minds to attack a superior position of the Germans that was held for some time, and had a couple of other unsuccessful raids by U.S. forces, and a lot of lives had already been lost. And so these guys headed up there at night, tiptoeing across.
Wow, and your dad was one of them?
He did not go up on the ridge. Okay. He was in the 86th Regiment was primarily responsible for the assault. The 87th was in support, and he was there, and then subsequently the 85th and the 87th then a day or two later did the attack on Mount Belvedere, which was just a few miles away, and actually proved to be a more bloody conflict than Riva Ridge. But they were both key to opening up the Po Valley for the U.S. forces to go north into Italy. So anyway, big day tonight.
Lesson. I love this.
big day tonight, and so that's why the 80th anniversary today is such a big deal, and the celebration and honoring all the stuff they did.
Absolutely.
It was amazing.
I mean, to your father, to you guys, and it goes obviously down the line within the family. What's it like being part of a family of such heroes and things like that?
Well, I've always heard the stories, and it's really important for me to continue that legacy and remember all these great heroic things that they did.
Absolutely.
And that my grandfather and everyone else did. Who really changed the course of the war, and they were very heroic, and I don't think things around here would look like they do if they weren't around.
I am sure. Now, when you were 5 and you wanted to be a fireman, and then you started hearing all of these stories from your parents and your grandparents, did it change the course of the direction of what your future is going to look like?
Absolutely. I'm very end goal oriented, gotta get it done attitude, and I think that comes from my dad and his dad as well.
Oh, you look at him so proudly. I love that.
I am. We're pretty proud of the whole heritage, and my dad passed down a lot of attributes that I think are great for us. Certainly, nobody can contest the toughness and resolve of the 10th Mountain Fellows, and but you have to balance it with being unselfish and, taking care of your friends, family, and the ones that are close to you. So that balance is also important as characteristics that I think that we inherited down the line.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I mean, since the 10th Mountain has been known to do a lot of stuff out there in the freezing temperatures, who's the better skier?
Well, I guess at one time I was, but I think I had to pass the torch to him.
Is it youth or is it just skill?
Mostly speed.
Oh, okay, good.
We have a saying that sometimes his skis are defective. They don't turn. They don't turn very well. But no, he is definitely the winner in the family in that regard. But my wife skis, and so we enjoy it up here all the time, and we probably get 20 to 30 days of ski a year, and so. Love of the mountains and the outdoors is also something I think we all inherited, but a healthy respect as well. That there's some dangers out there that you need to be prepared for, and I think that's one thing we learned is preparation and just getting a handle on your surroundings. So if something unforeseen happens, that you're able to handle it.
Well, I would think that you have the special guidance and training within your soul at this point. You know what I mean? Because it trickles down through the generations and everything like that. Now, were you going to join forces at all with any of our Armed Forces, or are you planning on doing something else with your career?
Well, we come to Vail a lot, and
Yeah.
so we celebrate, every year with the 10th Mountain. We
Right.
continue to do that. I don't plan on joining the military in any way. But,
I'm too scared.
we celebrate it every year, and hopefully we can continue to do that.
I love that. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Well, we're going to be part of the ski days up at Ski Cooper later this week, and participate in the Legacy Parade probably on Saturday. So just bounce around to some of the events and meet some of the vets and the soldiers, and it's just it's a celebration, but one that you don't want to disconnect from the the sacrifice that was made on this. So. You have to honor that, but we want to make sure that the legacy continues, and that's why I think it's important that Lake's here to be the next generation, because somebody's got to continue to tell the story.
That's correct.
And we don't want it to die.
No, and it shouldn't. It should never die within any reason, because this is history, number one, and number two, it was an exceptional show of bravery and skill and and brotherhood and just camaraderie. I mean, people don't understand there's a lot that goes along within something like this, especially within the 10th Mountain Division. So I'm so happy that you get to carry on, and then you can have a kid, and then you can carry it on with one of them. If it's girl, boy, it doesn't really matter, because women can serve as well. I don't know about trekking through the. I'm picturing myself trekking through the snow with all that gear. I don't know.
Oh,
there's some tough women out there.
There are some tough women. My wife's one of them. So
really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that.
She's out there almost every day with us, and so and I will say, my dad died when I was relatively young, and so a lot of the stories I heard were told through my mom.
Okay.
So moms have a big role in the overall picture as well. So. I don't want to discredit that too, but some of the stories and retold stories, and I think, I'll say that some of the organizational habits that maybe came from my dad, like my sock drawer. I think my sock drawer is probably not tidy as it once was, and he can probably talk to his. But
can you drop a dime on your bed? Will it bounce?
Yeah, I'm not going to go there. But I think that the stories do need to be retold, and whether it's from the sons and daughters or relatives or the moms and dads, however, as long as it gets retold, I think that's the important part of the legacy of the 10th Mountain Division.
Absolutely. You need to carry on that legacy. No pressure at all. But I mean, the truth is that it's something very special, and everybody really does. They're not stories that people go, oh, not again, we got to listen to this. These are exciting, and they're life-changing and history-making stories through brave men and women that did some unbelievable things that most common people would never imagine doing. So, I mean, I think that's really important to keep that alive and kicking and continued on to tell these stories. What's your favorite story? Do you have a quickie?
Well, Battle of Riva Ridge was always the greatest story and the best achievement. So his dad was up on the ropes.
Nice.
He wasn't on the first assault, but he hauled ammo up and wounded down, and so he was a big part of that assault.
You must feel so proud to have that legacy within your family ties. This is wonderful. You guys, please do not ever forget about 80 years ago, the attack on Riva Ridge, and our brave men and women from the 10th Mountain Division. Your family line and legacy, and I can't thank you guys both for being here and telling your story. What are you going to do tonight to celebrate? Anything special?
Nothing big tonight. I think some of the festivities start on Wednesday. I think they have the ski down Wednesday, and then the ski Cooper on Friday. But,
okay, perfect.
But we're going to be around trying to tell the story and pass the word. I want to do a shout out to Pete Thompson who helped us and helped organize this, and thank him for his service. And while he wasn't a 10th Mountain Division, he's probably one of the best ambassadors that they have ever had.
I love that. Thank you, Pete, for your service. He is in the background watching. You guys, I appreciate you, we respect you, and we really, really do show our gratitude.
Thanks for having us.
You guys, this is wonderful. Thank you for being here. 10th Mountain Division, you guys look them up and read all about them, please. And remember the anniversary today. We'll be back with more TV8 Vail after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Liz for TV8's Good Morning Vail. For a Tuesday morning, I want to be the first person to say how excited I am to have this next guest. It's Dr. Adrian Fielder, and you are the CMC Spring Valley Assistant Dean of Administration. I'm really happy to have you here because of a very, very big special event. How are you this morning?
Thank you. Good morning, Vail.
Hi, how are ya? There you are. I was looking for your face. So are you excited about this coming up? This is going to be something that's really, really intriguing. It's Colorado Mountain College's Black Humanities presents Black History Live, Louis Armstrong. I mean, as soon as I hear Louis Armstrong, I'm like, yeah, baby. So tell us all about what's going to take place.
Really excited about it. We've been hosting these Black History Live events for years. They're actually commissioned by Colorado Humanities. And so what they do is they hire a scholar to research the life of a luminary figure from Black history and write a monologue about that person and then perform the monologue in character. So it is what's known as Chautauqua, where you may have dropped into Aspen Historical Society before and seen somebody dressed as a settler. So that's the idea of Chautauqua, but a specific history figure. So we've had Maya Angelou, we've had Harriet Tubman, we've had Martin Luther King Jr., performed by a couple of actors who work regularly with Colorado Humanities, including Becky Stone, who does some of the lady figures and is doing Harriet Tubman this year. But we are hosting Marvin Jefferson, who is playing Satchmo, so Louis Armstrong.
Wow. Now that's going to be incredible. Are they, I would never say, can they even be close to that talent, but he's probably got to be just as good as listening to Louis Armstrong.
Well, I should specify it's not a musical performance. These are monologues. So
I'm sorry, I misunderstood that. I thought he was going to blow sax.
Yeah, I hear there's going to be some singing.
Okay.
But it's mainly you learn about the life of the person, and so it's mainly about them talking about their experience and that kind of thing. And we have a program, a certificate program called Theater and Event Production, where students learn how to put on live events, whether it be theater or weddings or anywhere where people are getting on stage.
I love it.
And they actually get most of their practice through our Sopris Theater Company, which is our in-house hybrid academic community theater, but they also help produce some of these kinds of events as well. So that's why they'll be doing the sound and the lighting, and why it's also available via live stream.
That's amazing. Where can we watch it on the live stream?
Yes, it's going to be on YouTube.
Oh, good.
So you can search up CMC Spring Valley, Louis Armstrong, and that should bring it up. And the live stream happens at the same time as the live performance.
Okay.
And the live performance is at CMC Spring Valley, which is at 3000 County Road 114.
Okay, now how far away is that from our specific destination here in Vail?
Oh, about 45 minutes or an hour.
At all. Okay, that's not really bad at all. So if you want to take the ride, as long as the roads are safe, this is going to be something that everybody wants to go see. It must be incredible to watch these people embody the people that they have to not only learn about their mannerisms and everything like that, but then they have to learn their entire life history and then present it in the way that they would do it themselves.
So it's quite powerful, and the actor takes questions after the monologue in character. So you get to actually ask Louis Armstrong questions like, "Hey, how was it growing up in New Orleans in the early 20th century?" And Marvin will reply as Satchmo, and then eventually he gets out of character, and then you can ask questions of him as a scholar and actor as well.
See, that's really intriguing, because to be able to pull off being Satchmo, and then you have to go back to your regular self, and then, but that's what the talent is, being able to go from one character back to yourself and be able to embody the character of somebody so amazing like Louis Armstrong. I mean, this is going to be a wonderful, wonderful event, and I can't thank you enough for being here to tell us all about it. Can you give us the time and the date and everything else, just so everybody has all the information where they can go online and everything else?
Glad you asked about that. It is this Thursday, February 20th at 3 p.m. Live, both in person and on the live stream. And you can get into the spirit of things by tuning into kdnk.org this evening at 7 p.m. And we have at KDNK probably the most experienced DJ in the world, Art Ackerman, who is about to turn 100. And he's long had a show on KDNK called Swing, Swing, Swing. And he's going to be featuring the music from Satchmo with his granddaughter Georgia, and we hope to have him and his family come up for the performance as well.
That's incredible. 100 years old. Please send a big happy birthday wish from everybody here in our community for him. That's magical, and it's going to be a wonderful event, and everybody just gets to just live vicariously through this action, and it's going to be a wonderful event and also educational at the same time.
That's why we host it.
I love it. Well, you guys are incredible, and thank you very much for doing this for everyone. I think that young people, older people, everybody, it doesn't matter how old you are going to appreciate this. And I really do hope there's a little singing, because there's nothing like singing like Louis Armstrong.
He earned that optimism that he shared with us with his song. It's a beautiful world. Oh. It's a wonderful world. He did not have a Pollyanna rose-colored glasses experience in life. So for him to come through the dark times that he had in his life and be able to share that kind of hope with the world is really quite something.
It really, truly is. And thanks to people like him that always give us hope and let us remember that we are all ready to take on anything in this world, and we can always make things happen, especially the magic in our lives. So I can't thank you enough for being here, everybody. Don't forget about this. It's going to be a wonderful experience. Thanks for all the details. And I just want to just say, everybody, this is Dr. I lost your name. I apologize for that. Dr. Adrian Fielder from CM. I really want to appreciate you. Thank you very much for being here and telling us all about this wonderful night, and I hope everybody tunes in for it.
Thanks for having me, and for your support of Colorado Mountain College.
All right, Colorado Mountain College, and we will definitely enjoy that Satchmo experience. Have a great day. Thanks for being with us. We are Good Morning Vail on TV8, and we'll be right back.
Enjoy the snow.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey Morgan. I'm with Ron Byrne & Associates, and today I'd like to welcome you to Mine House and Mi Casa, a premier bed and breakfast right here at the base of Beaver Creek Mountain. Let's go inside.
This property is currently being run as a bed and breakfast with 20 bedrooms, all with ensuite bathrooms. Right now we are standing in Mikasa, and next door we also have Mine House. A wonderful opportunity to own a turnkey hospitality business, but it's also an opportunity to own it as a private residence. It can be sold all as one or in individual pieces, however you choose.
So now that we've had a chance to show you these two amazing properties, Mikasa and Mine House,
we would love the opportunity to show you in person. Give us a call.
The season starts when Nate Dogg, Trailer Tom, and friends have started the season at Bartley.
There it is, the white ribbon of living.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And on that very first chair, two very familiar faces who've been in line for 2 days.
My name is Nate Dogg, N-A-T-E, D-O-G-G-G-G.
My name is Trailer Tom.
Nate Nadler and Tom Miller live nearby.
I feared nothing but not getting first chair.
Second chair nightmare.
Yeah, second chair nightmare.
My goal is to continue to fight for this first chair as long as I'm physically able. First chair coming at us one more year.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
It sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, you want me, and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No. Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to the TV8 Weather Center. I am Liz, and we're going to show you what is going on with the weather today. We have a 50% chance of precipitation today, all day long, and as you can see, the snow is going to fly, and I'm excited about that. Today, your high is 30 degrees. Now, we take a look at the full day. By noon, 29 degrees and partly cloudy skies. The clouds will fill up by 4 p.m., 29 degrees, and then by 8 p.m., 26 degrees, and definitely snow showers. Taking a look at the I-70 corridor over in Denver, only a 10% chance of precipitation, 22 degrees. In Vail, 50% chance of snow showers, 30 degrees. 38 in Eaglewood, 10% chance of precipitation and a 23% chance of snow here in Avon, and 33 degrees. Taking a look at your overnight low tonight is 16 degrees. Snow is 40% chance by your overnight. And then 5:46 tonight is the time that your sun will set. By tomorrow, we have a 25% chance of snow showers, partly cloudy skies, 36 degrees for your high and 24 degrees for your low. Thursday, 50% chance of snow showers, 38 degrees and 22 for your low. On Friday, 25% chance of snow, partly cloudy skies, 27 for your high and 15 for your low. On Saturday, also partly cloudy, 42 for your high and 19 for your low. And then when we get to Sunday, mostly sunny skies. The sun finally pops out, 49 degrees for your high and 25 degrees for your low. Now we are going to go look at a really wonderful segment with Bill Humbert. You're going to find out the perfect career or employee for your business.
Are you looking for a new job? Well, there's a secret to making companies fall in love with your candidacy, and I'm joined by the expert Bill Humbert, recruiter guy. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Maddie. It's great to be here.
It's always so lovely to have you each and every morning to talk about all of these wonderful possibilities. So if someone's looking for a new job, how do they get the company to fall in love with them?
You know, love is such an important thing. And too often, the candidates don't understand that companies really want them to succeed. And my business, I've been a recruiter for over 40 years, and I'm the leading organic result for talent attraction consultant. My perspective is different than other people. And today what we're going to do is give you 3 steps, just 3, to help you learn to make me love you.
Now, what is step number 1?
Step number 1, you know, it's easy to say, hard to do. Step number 1 is network your way into the company that you want to work and go as high into the organization as you can. So if you can get all the way up to a vice president to recommend to one of his or her hiring managers that they talk to you, isn't that a good idea?
It's a great idea, but come on, Bill, it can't be that easy. What should top candidates consider?
So, Maddie, think about this for 1 second. That's all you're going to take. If a vice president hands you, and you're the hiring manager, a resume or forwards it to you on email, and they say, you know, I recommend that you talk to this person, is the manager going to say, no?
Then what's next?
Well, what's next is, you know, line up 3 managers who really know your work ethic and your experience, especially where it applies to this job, and ask them if they would be references for you. And if you find out that the company does not allow their managers to do reference checks, and more companies are not doing so, ask them to write a letter of recommendation for you. And then you take it with you to your interview.
And what is your 3rd and final recommendation for us?
Well, you know, what we all want to do as candidates is we want companies to love us, right?
Yes.
And so, you know, I spent a lot of time last night working with Canva to make this happen. So I want you to appreciate
I do appreciate it. We love the love that's going on here.
So the morning after, send a card, a thank you note to each person who interviewed you. So make sure you get their cards so you get their names right. And send them a note of appreciation saying, I appreciate the time you spent with me. And number 2, I just want you to know that I'm very interested in working with you and helping you to make positive, measurable impacts. And I guarantee you, very few people write thank you notes anymore, and it's going to raise you up another level, and they'll love you for that.
I think that's a great tip. Now, people are lucky enough to get to hear you speak, so where are you going to be speaking coming up here soon?
You know, I'm speaking at major universities and high schools. It's important for high school students to get a job as soon as possible. And I know a lot of parents today say, oh, I want them to study. Well, it's important for them to get that work ethic during their high school years, because if they wait until college, it's too late. So it's important for high school students to get out there and learn the importance of a new job or of any job. And I don't care what it is. And then the second thing is, when you get to college, you have to start immediately working towards determining if what you think is your career path is the one you want to do, or B, this is what I want to do, and get the internships to do that. And managers love to see, they love to see candidates that have worked in their industry previously.
Bill, thank you so much for always giving us all this information. Now, if someone wants to be fortunate enough to talk to you, get your advice, and hear what you have to say, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, the first thing I would suggest that they do is they pick up my most recent book that got a 5-star review, Expect Success, The Science of the Over 50 Career Search. Don't worry about that over 50 stuff. The 5-star review said, this applies to everybody, and it does. Secondly, go to my website, recruiterguy.com, and just go through it, and you can see what I speak on. You can see what I write on. You can see a lot of the television interviews, especially the ones from Deerfield Media. And you will see that I have lots of different things that will help you in your job search. And you can always hit that red banner on my homepage that says Speak with Bill. Find a time on my calendar that works for you, and we'll talk.
Bill, again, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us and always sharing your wealth of knowledge when it comes to either hiring the perfect candidate or being the perfect candidate.
Thank you, Maddie. It's fun to be here. I love sharing my knowledge.
Make sure that you check out recruiterguide.com. That way you can get this wealth of knowledge at your fingertips, and you can even have the opportunity to chat with Bill himself. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunity to points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point to this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
Discover the perfect blend of style and performance in your eyewear at Eyepieces. With convenient locations in Vail Village, Lions Head, Beaver Creek, Edwards, Basalt, and Snowmass, Eyepieces is the destination for luxury eyewear and high-performance optics. From iconic brands to the latest in sport frames and snow goggles, we have the eyewear to match your mountain lifestyle. Plus, we offer prescription lens services, including eye exams, custom lenses, and prescription goggles for your mountain adventures. Visit us today to experience the art of vision. Eyepieces, serving the Vail Valley's vision needs for over 40 years.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that. And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. They're NFL insider, one of them. Is hanging out with us on the program today. Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning 3 as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
The Paltrowcast is an award-winning weekly series featuring exclusive interviews with entertainers, athletes, and other influencers. Tune in weekdays at 10 a.m. to see where the conversation takes us.
Paltrowcast.
Are you looking to spice up your career life? Well, then TV8 Vail is looking for some part-time hosts. There's no better way to start your morning than here with the TV8 and Good Morning Vail team. You can email your resumes to Danielle at tv8vail.com, and that way you can be part of the fun.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. We have another segment to show you something that you want to taste, something delicious, feel good and healthy. Well, pineapple ginger juice is your thing. Check it out right now.
Now, I'm often in the kitchen and I always talk about the things that I love to do and things that I keep at home, but my kitchen best friend is my juicer. I love to juice all kinds of things, and I'm going to show you today how to make what I like to dub the pineapple zinger, a delicious, crisp, and refreshing juice, especially as we head into the summer months. This is great just to have in the morning. It's also great to mix with a cocktail if you're interested in fun things like that. So we're going to go ahead and get started. You can start with pineapple, fresh pineapple, and use your juicer if you have a juicer, or you can get a can or just a bottle of pineapple juice itself. It also involves coconut water. It's great for electrolytes and hydration. Then we've got a fresh lime, because who doesn't love a little lime juice? It reminds you of summer, vacation, whatever it is. And then fresh ginger. You can buy ginger juice. I would suggest, if you have a juicer, getting your own. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Always fun to have a little carafe so you can just pop it in your fridge, and this would make makes just a really fun and delicious juice to start your day with, or if it's the weekend like we're heading into, mix it with a little bit of drinks. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to actually go ahead and start with my ginger. We need probably about a half a teaspoon of ginger juice. So I always like, when I take my ginger, I always trim off the sides. You can literally just break it, just like I did, and throw, you don't have to use all of it. You don't have to worry about it. You can throw the rest of it in your fridge. And ginger usually lasts a pretty long time. I put it in all kinds of juices. Usually I start my day off with celery juice. It's got some lemon and some ginger in it, but I like to throw it in basically almost anything that I cook with. I actually throw ginger into some soups as well. It gives it a nice hearty depth to your flavor there. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of trim off the brown area of the ginger. You can actually take a spoon and scrape it too, but it takes a little bit longer. So we're going to start with a knife here. So I'm just going to keep trimming it. You can smell the zing of the ginger. I love fresh ginger, maybe because I'm a redhead. I don't know what it is, but me and ginger, we get along really well. So we're going to go ahead and continue cutting the ginger here. You don't have to make it perfect, but I like to kind of just cut off any of the dead ends. As you can see, when you buy it in the grocery store, they kind of just break it off from the root. So I always make sure that all of these pieces are cut off, any knobs that are hard to get around. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw it into my handy dandy juicer. So it's going to be a little bit loud in here, but we love kitchen noises, don't we? So throwing that ginger into the juicer here, and you just kind of gently press down on it if you have a juicer, just like that. And we need about a half a teaspoon for this drink. Again, you can make as little or as much as you want to. You can see it kind of spinning there. So I've got just about a half a teaspoon. I might actually trim a little bit more, because you never know. I always like to put as much ginger in mine. I know it burns some people's throats, so we won't put too much in this drink, but it's always better to have more than not enough, in my opinion. You don't always have to use it either. Sometimes I'll actually throw it in the fridge if I make it separately from my juice, just to have it on hand. I like to do ginger cayenne shots sometimes in the morning. It aids with digestion. It's pretty great. So I'm just trimming it all up here. We'll put a little bit more in here just to make sure we have enough for this drink. So you need about a half a teaspoon or a teaspoon, depending on what you need to do there. I love this juicer. It's my favorite kitchen appliance, I'd say. Great. There we go. Okay, so we've got all of our ginger right here. We're going to go ahead and let that finish dripping, and then I'm going to show you our next one. We're actually going to need some lime juice as well. So we can either juice the lime in my juicer, which I think I'm going to do, or if you had like a hand squeezer, you can do that, or you can use one of the traditional twisty guys. I know Kevin loved that a long time ago. Kevin and I were in the kitchen together, and we made key lime pie. He had to juice key limes with his hands, and he yelled at me for weeks afterwards. I like to actually just kind of trim up my lime right here, and we'll just, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and squeeze it. Now here's a fun trick. If you don't have either one of those juices, you can always take a fork. Actually, we do have in this kitchen a juicer, so we're going to go ahead and use it. All right, actually, we're not. I'm going to show you my trick. You take your fork here, you just stick it in the middle, and you can just squeeze it just like that, and it kind of helps you not lose the lime. You can get everything out of it that you need to, just like that. We're squeezing it. This is a great little trick if you were in a restaurant and you're trying to maintain table manners and you don't want to squirt anybody with lemon or lime juice in their faces when they're sitting across from you. Just stick your fork in it, cover your hand, and do a quick little squeeze, just like that. Fun fact, we're learning a little bit of etiquette here, and we're cooking all at the same time. gonna go ahead and cut this right here, just like this. Great. Awesome. So, yes, I love a good, refreshing juice, especially when it reminds me of vacation, which anything with pineapple, lime definitely reminds me of vacation, which summertime is upon us, so you know what that means. Lots of vacations happening here in the mountains and beyond. I can't wait to try this refreshing juice. As you can see, squeezing it in there. Awesome. Great. So we're going to go ahead and measure out our ginger because we don't want too much in this. I mean, I'm fine with it, but if I'm serving it to guests, some people don't have fresh ginger in their diet on a regular basis. So we're going to take about a half a teaspoon, just like that. I love this teaspoon thing because it's different colors, so it makes it easy. You're not mixing it up. I love my juicer as well because you can just twist this up and it doesn't leak all over the counter, which is great. All right, we're going to go ahead and pour about, whoops. Well, sorry guys, poured a little bit more in there than I anticipated. So it looks great to me. I'm gonna go ahead and actually juice our pineapple. So any excess ginger that we've got, I'm just gonna pour it right now into this container. And we're gonna juice the pineapple. So we need about a half a cup of coconut water and 3/4 of a cup of pineapple as well. So getting that back in there. Now again, if we don't have enough of this pineapple, we'll just use regular pineapple juice. You can kind of supplement it, but I say fresh is always better. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. I'm gonna throw a pineapple into my juicer here, just like this. Great. All right, buckle up guys, because we have more kitchen noises coming at us. Oh my gosh, I can smell the pineapple. I'm already on a beach in my mind. Juicing it up. So we'll just let that spin a little bit more just so it finishes up. All right, we've got a little bit of extra here, so we're going to do about 3/4 of a cup. I've got some extra juice in from the container here. Now you can take a whole pineapple if you need to. You can cut it up that way. You can buy it already pre-cut in the store. And then we'll just pour a little bit more into this. As you can see, look at that beautiful color and all of that foam from the juice. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I'm on a beach, maybe having a pina colada, I don't know. That's basically what this is. All right, look at that scale, man. I didn't spill it anywhere. All right, and then the last little piece of this drink that we need, we're adding about a half a cup of coconut water. Now my hands are a little bit sticky from all that pineapple juice, but I'll just twist it right here. All right, I'm making a royal mess, but that's okay because as I like to say, if you're not making a mess in the kitchen, you're not doing it right. So we're doing about a half a cup of the pineapple juice. Of the coconut water. I'll just add a little bit more in there, why not? Now this is enough portion for probably like one drink, maybe 2 people. We'll just do a quick little stir, or you can just kind of shake it around, mix it up. Oh my gosh, I can smell the zing of the ginger. It smells so good. The sweetness of the pineapple. The coconut water is great for electrolytes. It also keeps you a little bit hydrated. Now, if there's a little bit too much ginger, you can always add a little more coconut water to kind of thin it out. And then depending on how much sweetness that you actually like, a little bit more of that pineapple juice. No juice left behind is what I like to say. I'm going to grab a cup and I'm going to try this out. We'll see how it tastes. And then I'll get to share the rest with my team here at TV8. Happy summer. I'm ready for vacation. Cannot wait to get the weekend started. Anyways, we'll be back with more on the show right after this break.
Good morning, Vail.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits, Ooh. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
TVA Vail is proud to announce the Wacky Winter Reading Program. We're asking children of all ages, K and even the teenagers going up to 12th grade, read 10 books or 1,000 pages by April 30th, 2025. You can find all the details on our website, tva-vail.com. Thank you to our sponsor, the lovely Eagle Valley Library District, where you can go pick up your book and have a great time. Have a great winter from your friends at TVA Vail.
This show looks at anything that has an engine and a story told by the owners. This is a scooter. Have you had it the whole time?
I have not. It's actually the third time I've owned the car.
Sell, regret, sell, regret. To the actual prototype GT40, I got to sit in that car.
Oh, I gotta get me one of these, man.
We've got all the muscle, the speed, and the stories.
I got stage 4 cancer. A bunch of friends came together and decided if this thing needed to get done then. A lot of friends came together and made this thing happen.
Hey, if it has an engine and a story, you're going to hear about it on rides. Almost every vehicle, doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, there's some tie to your past.
Daily Flash.
I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to
Mitch English and Andrea Jackson have co-hosted together for over a decade. And now, only on Daily Flash, they serve up a fast, fun, fresh perspective on the day's trending news and entertainment. Daily Flash offers the latest in pop news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, wellness, and even some unscripted, irreverent, who knows what's next fun. Daily Flash with Mitch English and Andrea Jackson. Trending news and entertainment.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Liz. I've had such a great morning with you all, and I want to give you one last look at the weather. We have a 50% chance of snow showers today, and by 8 a.m., 25 degrees with snow, partly cloudy skies by noon, and 29. By 4 p.m., 29 degrees at same and cloudy skies. Your sun will set tonight at 5:46 p.m. and then by 8 p.m. it'll be 26 degrees with lots of snow. Stay cuddly, stay warm, and stay safe out there. Do not forget that I-70 will be closed as of 9 a.m. this morning for the mitigation purposes, so please make other arrangements for your travel needs and also check your avalanche conditions. And I want to thank our guests, Art and Lake Ensley from the 10th Mountain Division, representing and talking about the 80th anniversary of the attack on Riva Ridge. And I also want to thank Dr. Adrian Fielder from CMC, all about the Black history of Louis Armstrong taking place this Wednesday. What a great show. You guys have a great day, and we will see you again tomorrow right here on Good Morning Vail on TV8.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
I'm Amy Good.